Alright, so looking around my garden, my yard, I'm going to figure out what I want to do at this point. The weather's about to change. I'm anticipating our short summer to be very short, and it's supposed to be cooler in the 60s with even some showers this weekend, mostly cloudy weather. I really don't think our tomatoes are going to do so hot from this point forward. So before there's any kind of a freeze, by the end of this week, I think I'm going to pull any tomatoes that look reasonably ripe, and maybe even some of the green ones that are remaining, and put those, the green ones, down in the basement, and allow them some opportunity to become red, hopefully. Maybe I'll try some other tricks. I'll look into it. I've heard of cutting the vines, which I did. That made a lot of these other tomatoes come in, which was great. But at this point, when the weather's actually going to change, there's not going to be sunlight. My assumption is it's better to just pull them out. So that's probably what I'll end up doing. Today I'm going to cut any limbs that I can find that don't have tomatoes. So hopefully that will help speed some of the other ones up. Like anything like that right there, I'll cut. That right there I'll cut, and then I'll just leave this one with the tomato on it. Who knows, it might help by the end of this week. I might get some redness out of that tomato. Try it. But plants like this where there's just one on the entire thing, I don't think there's really any hope. I can just pull that one at the end of the week and hope it turns red. And then I can probably just make a big tomato sauce by the time they're red. This one, there's a bunch of green ones. I'm going to cut a crap load of limbs off this one. Anything I can find that doesn't have even like a reasonable tomato. Like, I'm not going to worry about that guy. That's not going to turn into anything. Strawberries, I think they'll be fine. I'm going to pull them as they're ripe. They're already almost ripe again. We just pulled out of every one of these boxes. They were full, and they're already full again. So it's only been about 5 days, and they're already full again with red strawberries. And I think they're going to survive through the fall okay. I got to double check on that. I have spinach coming in, I think rutabaga, and some other greens. Collard greens, I need to cook those. These are out of season already. I doubt they're going to taste so good. There's only a few decent leaves in here. Most of them are pretty yucky. So, I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it too much. Copenhagen cabbage. This can be made into soups right now and stews. So I'll see about doing something this week with that. Start pulling a bunch of them out and cooking something. Maybe a big pot of something. Yeah, this one, I think these tomatoes are supposed to be yellowish. I wasn't sure because a lot of these were given as gifts as starters that we didn't know what they were necessarily. So I'm going to probably end up pulling those by the end of the week. I love little old bugs. Just the sound of the air-cooled engine. I don't know what it is. Just awesome. Little ADD moment. Cucumbers, those will probably need to be pulled this week. A lot of the ones that are on the limbs, but in the fall I think they'll still grow. New ones too. There's already some that are totally ripe, so I can take those. I'm gonna have to cook this broccoli today. There's already flowers in the bottom of this. I don't know if that's gonna be edible or not. This one I'm just gonna let flower, and if there's seeds, I'll see if I can save the seeds for next year. What else? Trees have a while until they actually have any types of apples growing. It's gonna be quite some time. Yeah, this broccoli head is fine. It's just small, but it's totally good. It's not overripe like these ones that have flowers on them. Carrots going to keep growing. Collard greens should continue to grow. I know that they're really prolific throughout most of the year, from what I've been told. Parsley I'll put into that spaghetti sauce at the end of the week. Same with that oregano that's down there. Not sure how lavender does in different seasons, but I'll leave that alone. Haven't really figured out what I want to do with it anyways. Probably use it as like a scent in the house or something. Maybe make a tea, who knows. I think squash just keeps growing. A lot of these melons, just leave them alone. I'm assuming that there'll come a time where I just want to eat them even though they're really tiny. Cucumbers, still growing, a little bit of time. Asparagus will take forever. It's going to be some time until that's edible. Maybe a year from now. Yeah, these are all going to have to come off this week. Every single one of these guys, even if they're not 100% ripe. Most of them look like they're a day or two away from being ripe, so despite the weather change, those should still survive okay. As soon as there's rain, I'll just start pulling them out. These cherry tomatoes, so I'm gonna cook those tonight with some collard greens. Make a, not collard greens, but with some of the other greens that I have. Probably I'll just make something with the kale, some kind of a spaghetti sauce tonight. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Some olive oil and some garlic and some onion probably. And this, yeah, these are ready to be pulled off pretty much right now. About ready to go. I'm gonna give these a few more days. Just trying to be careful to not let the cold weather hit them, because once they frost, it's just not so good. I don't think we're quite there yet though. I can definitely wait till this weekend. These look wonderful. They'll be good in about a day. They're just a little bit stiff, but they're pretty good. Those need some time to grow. I'm gonna leave all those cucumbers alone. So, yeah. I think I've got a plan. So kale tonight with some of those tomatoes over there that need to be consumed, those cherry ones especially. Otherwise they won't be good. They'll be too ripe. And if you know anybody who wants a turbocharged Chevy Sprint, 50 miles per gallon, 37 around town, had it since 1992, a really cool little car, let me know. I mean, it's definitely a niche vehicle, it's a cult vehicle, but they're super cool, very reliable, very fun, very fast. 3-cylinder turbo, not every day. Alright, so now I water and cut back some of those limbs on the tomatoes and start making plans for this weekend to make spaghetti sauce and let some of those tomatoes sit on the counter or in the basement and ripe. That's probably going to be the plan. Cheers. Enjoy the last week of a little bit of sun before it's gone.